I know some of y'all off for Martin Luther King Day. I know some of y'all off for Martin Luther King Day. Y'all need to pile up in here. I know some of y'all off for Dr. Martin Luther King Day tomorrow. Maybe some garbanzo beans. I ain't been live in a minute, so you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to surprise y'all, you know? So I know y'all off for Dr. Martin Luther King Day. Shit. More people, you know, come in here, then we're gonna start. We're gonna start. I'm gonna do my usual, you know, as I'm talking, you know, I'm gonna prep up for lunch and dinner tomorrow. Lunch, we having broccoli, carrots, onions. I think I'm gonna steam them, and then we're gonna have quinoa. Good old quinoa. And then for dinner, I'm gonna soak these garbanzo beans overnight. We're gonna have falafels. So I'm just waiting for, you know, a couple more people to pile, and then we're gonna talk. We're gonna build on this topic. Black people always want something for free. Black people always want something for free. What's up? What's up, y'all? Come on, y'all. Y'all got to build these numbers up. I mean, I know. I'm going to keep on saying it. I know a lot of y'all are all for Dr. Martin Luther King Day. You're not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? You're probably watching some reruns or some shit like that on Netflix. You binging off of some episodes or something. Have to work tomorrow. They got you working tomorrow? Marty Mars on Martin Luther King Day? Gotta be kidding me. But listen. Are you getting paid? Cause that's worth it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Dr. Martin Luther King would want that. You know, if you working, but you getting like double overtime or some shit like that, or you getting like some some bonus, yeah, it's worth it then. Straight up. Maybe this is a bad time to go live. Maybe I should have did this like Friday or Saturday or something. You know, we aren't getting overtime tomorrow. Oh, I tell you what. This is what I want to say. So I do the Postmate shit on the side. You know that, right? I mean, it ain't like we getting some extra shit either. What's up, man? 7SH. What's up? So it's not like I'm getting paid extra either. You know, tomorrow's going to be like a regular day to me, you know? hit the Y. After that, eat lunch, go back out, hustle a little bit, come back, do what I do every night, pretty much prep up for the next day. Finish working on my book, do a couple of videos. I miss you going live. Yeah, man, I'm going to start back. It's just that the numbers, people need to just actually pick it up. I love you and your channel. Appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm gonna be me. You understand? So like on this live joint, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm not going to like stray away from what I normally do on a daily basis. Tonight I feel, kind of what's up the show with MK Specs. What's up, man? I'm gonna be, like just me, So like tonight, I feel like it's a Chardonnay night, straight up, So I'm gonna pour a little something, a little later on or whatever, and we just gonna go at it, And the thing of it is like, as far as dealing with the topic, people may sit back and say, well, the topic is, Black people always want something for free. People will always sit back and say, well, man, you always attacking the Black community. And that's far from the furthest truth. First of all, I'm Black. So what am I going to actually talk about? I'm going to talk about what I know. And what I know is these different things that go on in the Black community. I'm just sick and tired of it. It has to stop. It has to be put to an end. We're never going to get anywhere as a race if we consistently do the same shit over and over and over and over and over again. It doesn't make sense, And it's like another thing too that kind of relates to this topic. People will always talk about how I attack the conscious community, and the thing of it is the conscious community. I guess I always attack them, but the conscious community to me is full of it. Here we have, we have these street scholars. They're talking about metaphysics and other planets and how we, what we did in history and how great we are. But they're not taking on like mediocre topics, like normal topics that we need to actually address. And that is Black people always want something for free. Period. What's up, Lord Vell in the league? And it's crazy. I'm not going to listen. I've got into some beefs with people that I know because they're like, yo, why would you put my business out on YouTube, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like saying to you got people like attacking you for no reason. He has a reason. I did critique him. So he responded. It's just that how do you respond to something and then 3 months later respond to the same thing that you responded to 3 months prior? Like you still responding to the same thing that I said. I didn't bring your name up 3 months later. So he has a right to respond to something that I said about him. But then 3 months later, I'm still on your mind and I'm a small channel. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. But like I was saying, I got in trouble with a few people that I know because they want some shit like, oh, why would you put my business out there on YouTube, blah, 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 blah. And the thing of it is first and foremost, the people that I know, you all don't know. The second thing is I never mention any type of names. When I talk about things, I always say it in a way where it's like she, he, or I'll give another name. So if I'm talking about somebody that, let's say, for example, I'm talking about my sister and her name is like Alexis, right? I'm gonna give her another name like Becky. And it's not about the person, it's about the situation. That's what it's about. You know, so it's not like I'm putting people's business out like that. It's just that point blank, I'm talking about the situation. So in this video, I'm not going to sit back and give particular names. It ain't about the person. It's about the situation. It's about how we treat one another. So I'm a personal trainer. You know, I'm a motivational speaker. I MC. I do a multiple of different things, right? And the thing that I get with Black people, oh yeah, coming out with the book. It's coming out this summer, man. The thing that I get with Black people, man, is Black people always want something for free. They don't ever want to pay for anything. You know, I have 2 books that I wrote, right? And I stopped putting them out because I'm no longer a follower of Dr. Malachi York. So it has all of that doctrine in it. So I don't even feel comfortable selling that book, knowing that a lot of that shit is lies, right? But when I used to be out in the streets selling it, and I would sell my book for $10, and people were like, yo, let me get it for $7. Let me get it for $6. Let me get it for $5. You know, just because I'm Black, I'm supposed to give you a deal. But when you walk in that grocery store, when you walk in Dillard's, when you walk in the mall, when you walk in the ABC liquor store, you don't ask for any deals. You pay the money straight up and you don't question it. Now, true indeed, there may be some Black people that may bitch and complain about the price. I've heard about that. I've heard Black people go in the grocery store. Say, for example, there's a Publix, excuse me, right down the street. I've seen people bitch and complain about the prices, but they're not doing anything about it. It's not like they're going up to the customer service desk talking about some, yo, the bananas cost too much. Y'all gonna have to lower the price. Nah, it's they're in line and they bitching and complaining. Paying their money and still bitching and complaining. And that's crazy to me. People do that because they feel guilty about what you said about them. You know what I'm saying? So it's, yeah, they feel guilty. They feel guilty because they know I'm right about shit. Period. That's the reason why these videos that I've been putting out recent, I'm not saying they're going viral. It's not like that, but they've been doing better than what's up, man? Shazzy 1228. They've been doing better than the average videos that I've been putting out. You want to know why? Because the videos that I've put out recently, they touch home. They touch home to a lot of people. And a lot of people are saying, yo, man, I'm glad you said that because this is how I felt. I thought I was the only one that felt that way. Do you think we want handouts instead of working on things? Yes, we want shit for free. Period. We want a handout. And personally, I'm not gonna even lie. I'm gonna be real with you. If they gave out reparations, if the government gave out reparations, a lot of Black people would not deserve it. You want to know why? Because they would spend it on frivolous shit. So you giving a couple of years back, the recession hit and George Bush was the president of the United States, and he gave out a stimulus package, right? So everybody got like $200, right? Guess who got that money? Newport cigarettes, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Popeye's chicken, Chick-fil-A, the Weed Man, the Coke Man, Gucci. If Black people get reparations now, they're going to get the money. They're gonna give the money right back. That's what I'm saying. Black people are gonna give their oppressor the money right back. This is the reason why I don't understand why they're not giving us reparations. Don't you know that Cadillac, Gucci, Prada, Balenciaga, these people are going to make mad money because black people, all they're going to do is say, thank you, massa. Here you go, massa. That's it. They're not gonna take their money and invest in businesses. They're not gonna take their money and invest into the black community. They're not gonna take their money and invest in the stock market. They're not gonna do that. In other words, what I'm saying is black people, I know that's harsh to say. But we're trained. Period. We're trained. We're genetically modified Negroes that don't want anything but the master's approval. That's it. That's all we want. That's all we want. Master, come out with something, we're gonna be up on it. Let me give you an example. White people got this thing now, right? It's this 0-calorie seltzer drink. It has like 10% alcohol in it. It's called White Claw, right? People are going crazy over that. Like mad white people drink that now, right? Watch this. You're gonna eventually see black people drinking that because they think just because white people are drinking it, that it tastes good. That is good for you. It has 0% fat, so I can drink my alcohol and give me a little buzz, but at the same time, the drink being good. We copycat everything that they do. They take our culture and they sell it right back to us. And then some of us get it and we say, oh, cultural appropriation. It ain't right. It ain't fair. But guess what? We're not copywriting. We're not following the legal procedures in order to protect our culture, in order to protect our intellectual property. So stop bitching and complaining when somebody take your shit. You let them take it. Period. For all my Caribbean people out there, is Popeyes, I think KFC has it, and there's a couple of other fast food restaurants that have it, as well as packaged frozen food items. They have jerk chicken, Caribbean this, Caribbean that, and it's crazy. Guess what? White people said, you know what? We're gonna make some money off of this. And we know nobody's gonna come after us. We're gonna have our own jerk sauce and jerk chicken, rice and peas. And we're gonna put it on our menu and make bread off of it. While the blacks over there fighting. And that's crazy to me. It's crazy, man. I just don't understand it. We're in a situation where it's just like, you gotta be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. It's 2020 and we're still caught in the same conundrum, the same situation that we were caught in when we were slaves. Just think about this, yo. It tore me up. It tore me up when I thought about it like this. So, I do the Postmates thing, right? So I'm thinking, okay, I make money off of eBay. I have several different streams of income, right? But I do Postmates on the side, right? So I'm sitting back and I'm saying, this is a good hustle. I could go out here and hustle, get this money, get that money, right? So I'm not thinking about it. But as I'm working, I'm saying like, okay, well, 90% of the customers are white. 100% of the restaurants that I go to, or establishments that I go to, are white. Because I just don't go to restaurants. I go to grocery stores. I've been to Apple to pick up AirPods. It varies, when it comes to Postmates. I mean, I could pick up anything, right? So I'm picking up stuff, and so I'm doing the math. I'm figuring things out. I'm looking at the demographics and everything, and I'm saying to myself, wow, I'm not getting paid like really nothing. But yet and still, I have to go above and beyond to pick up the items and drop the items off, right? And then as I'm, en route of picking up and dropping off food or whatever that I have to pick up and drop off, I'm seeing other Black people that have their stickers on their cars that says Uber Eats, Postmates, DoorDash, Lyft. And I'm saying to myself, God damn, this is no different from slavery. When we had to pick up massa, the difference is they had carriages and a horse. Now we have Honda Accords, Nissan Sentras. Big Mama used to cook for massa, and we would have people that would deliver the food to massa. What's the difference? I can tell you damn near 80%, 80 to 90% of any fleet, meaning whether you work for Uber Eats, Lyft, DoorDash, Postmates, and the list goes on. I can guarantee you at least 80 to 90% of their fleet are Black. You very rarely see white people delivering food or driving Lyft or doing Uber. I'm not saying that it doesn't exist. I said it's rare. Period. So to make it relevant, it's like here we are, we caught in a conundrum where we're trying to make money. A lot of people that work for these different gig apps have lost their job and they don't have no choice but to work for Lyft full time or Uber Eats or Postmates, right? Here we are busting our tails every day, working for massa. And then when it boils down to us, walking into a Black owned establishment, we want to get something for free. Our dollar bill circulates in our community. I think they said for an hour. For an hour, and then after that it's outside the door. You want to know why? Because y'all are buying cat and dog with your dollar. Period. Mr. Chang ran out of chicken and he went in the back alley, found him some alley cats, boiled them, took their head off, chopped them up, and served them to you. Italians put out pizza pies. They make the pizza pies. I've seen it. And I've ate it. I'm not going to lie. They make the pizza pies early in the morning, right? And then they take the pizza pies and they put them out for display. So you say, hey, yo, son, let me get a slice. They take the roller joint. Let me see if I got one. What is that? Yeah. And they do this. And they get your slice and they put it in the oven. Take your pizza out, give it to you. And you wonder why you got diarrhea. Because they cooked that cheese, left it out all day, and then you came 9 o'clock at night and they reheated that cheese up, that cow pus mucus and gave it to you. So that's the point that I'm making. We take our dollars and we give it to somebody else. So this is the reason why I say we're genetically modified Negroes. And we're trained monkeys. We're trained to be that way. And it's never going to change. Never, 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 never. This is the reason why I say that I am not trying to change anyone anymore. That I don't care about people in general. Let me tell you something. Listen, I was at the Y today, right? And we were in the hot tub, and it was two white dudes. They were arguing back and forth. And one of the white dudes, I don't like him. You know what I'm saying? Because he just can't. Every day he comes to the Y just to bitch and complain and moan about the ills in life. And he's thinking that he's doing black people a favor by stating that white people invaded or colonized America and this and that and so forth. And he just keep on going on and on and on and on with that mess, right? So today we sitting in the hot tub. He is that dude that I don't like that's running his mouth with another dude, right? They going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So it's an older white dude that's sitting right next to me. I'm in the middle, and it's a black dude. He's really, really like cop built, right? So the older white dude is like, yo, could y'all calm down, man? You know what I'm saying? We come to the Y to get away from the ills of life. We come to the Y to get a what? Peace of mind. So they was like, okay. Now the older white dude is like he's in his 70s, right? They're talking, you know, like low, and then they raise their voice again. So then I flip. I'm like, yo, man, listen, y'all gonna have to cut that shit out. Y'all gonna have to take that outside of something. I mean, y'all being selfish. It's two of you. It's you two that's yapping. And it's like 10 of us that's not saying anything. We just want to be at peace. Y'all gotta hear me. I'm making it relevant. Y'all gotta hear me. I'm making it relevant. So they say, I'm sorry. I'm like, yo, no problem. All I'm asking you all to do is if y'all want to talk about politics and talk about the white man invaded this and did that, and these are two white men talking about this. If y'all want to talk that mess, take it outside. They're like, all right, cool. They start talking low, right? Then they get high again. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to get involved in it, because if I get involved in it, I'm gonna wind up, because you know YouTube has their rules and regulations. So you know what I'm gonna wind up doing. I'm not gonna say it because this might get flagged if I do. But you know what's up, right? So they keep on getting loud, right? So the built dude says, hey, y'all need to cut it out. And they stop. And one of them gets out and goes to the other side of the men's locker room, right? To make it relevant to what I'm saying, for as me not caring about people in general. I don't want chaos anymore. I just don't. I am not going to be involved in conversations about politics, sex, and religion. It's not going to happen. Period. Now, I may speak my piece online, but other than that, I'm not going to talk about this stuff like if you were to see me in person. If you don't have anything positive to talk about, I'm not trying to hear it. I've been through too much, man. I've been through that conscious community bullshit. I've been through all of that politics bullshit, and everything is bullshit. I just want to live a simple life. That's it. That's all I want. I'm not trying to save anybody. I don't want to be no leader. I don't want to be no teacher. I don't want to be none of that. I'm about to pop this Chardonnay, yo. I don't know for those that just came in. I'm telling you, I'm being real today. You know, I got some things to do. So, I mean, y'all want to stay online? You all want me to stay online? I mean, I don't have no problem with it, but I'm going to be cutting up stuff. Got these garbanzo beans soaking. We're going to have falafels tomorrow. I got to put this quinoa, cut up this broccoli and everything. I'm about to pop open Chardonnay, you know, and we gonna talk. We gonna build straight up. But yeah, man, I want to be a regular person, man, because like when I'm going out and I'm going to these different restaurants picking up food, it seems like the people that are asleep, so-called sleep, allegedly sleep, it seems as though that they're having a good time. And the people that are not sleep, the people that are conscious, the people that follow your Dr. Umar's, your Polites and what's the dude, Sinetta, they're always angry, always upset. Period. And you know, it's crazy. Like I know I'm repeating myself, but hey, what the hell? You know, it's like one of the reasons why I left the conscious community is because there are no incentives. Like, I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. If you go to work, right, they're going to give you, like, I'm talking about a decent job. They're going to give you an acceptance letter, right? And that acceptance letter is stating this is how much you're going to get paid. This is the healthcare program that you're going to be in, all of these different incentives, right? This is the amount of time that you're going to have for vacation per year. This is sick time, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? So, you know, you sign it on a dotted line, boom. So when your child gets sick, right, you could take them to the doctor because you have health insurance. You got good health insurance. Your job provided that for you. Plus you can take off because your job provided that for you. And you're still getting paid because your job provided that for you. Let me ask you a question. Where's the incentives when it comes to being part of the Black conscious community? I'll wait. Please tell me. Please let me know. Because I've been a part of it for years. And I can tell you I don't have nothing. And yes, I said it. Nothing. And for those that don't know what I'm talking about, nothing. Nothing. Period. I have to turn my stories and the things that I've been through. I have to monetize that by putting it in the book, by doing speaking, what do they call it? You know what I'm saying. I have to monetize my bad experiences in order to gain something out of the shit I went through when I was part of the conscious community. Because I could tell you, please, I spent a lot of money being part of that conscious community. Period. And had I had it all to do again, rewind it, if I could push rewind in my life and take myself back to when I was 19 years old, y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. I see people dropping off. Y'all don't hear me. You're not listening to me. If I could turn the clock backwards to when I was 19 years old on that HBCU campus, St. Augustine's College. And when that dude that had that star on the crescent, and I ain't talking about the Nation of Islam, I'm talking about the Nubians. When that dude said, hey, yo, brother, come on over here, man. I was on my way. I never forget it. I was on my way to the cafeteria because I was hungry. And I'm sitting here and I'm saying, the first thing that really bugged me out is most of the time in the student union, you would see people from the Army, the Army's recruiting people. You would see a whole bunch of people that were trying to sell you credit cards. You would rarely see a black man with a bunch of books on the table. So it kind of interests me. I'm not gonna lie. I go up to the table and he starts breaking down things, right? So at that point in time, I was like really in between, calling in between, right? I was getting out of Christianity And I was going to this bookstore called what was it? Damn, I forgot the name of it. Black Magnificent Bookstore was in Durham. The other one, what was it? Anyway, it doesn't matter. I was going to this it doesn't matter what the name is. It's the moral of the story. That's what matters. I'm going to this black bookstore and I'm reading different books like Lo Behold a Pale Horse, The Illuminati 666. And I'm caught in between, like religion and this new information that I'm getting. Right? So he started breaking things down or whatever. And he's like, yeah, because Dr. Malachi Z. York. And I'm like, who's that? And then he starts breaking that down. And then, I walk away from the table. He gives me a free pamphlet. I walk away from the table and everything. And make long story short, I knew this dude, right? Mad cool. We all went to school together, to college. But he had an apartment out off of campus. I stayed on campus. So we would go over his house and play Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, all of that, right? We would go over there, get high, play Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter and everything. And he had the holy tablets with him. And I'm like, yo, what's that? So he was like, yo, you can go through it. It's this dude named Dr. Malachi Z. York. And I'm like, yo, this other dude was telling me about this dude. Right? So I'm reading it. I'm going through it. And I'm like, wow, what is this? Cuneiform. And he, he's breaking it down and everything. And he's like, yo, he's from another planet. What? I'm from another planet? So I get involved. If I could turn time backwards, when that dude said, hey, young brother, come here, I would have been like, man, I ain't got time for that shit. Period. That plain and simple. So Langston, how does this relate to black people always want something for free? I could tell you how it relates to it. Because when I was part of that cult, I gave them my money. I gave them my heart and my soul. And they gave me nothing. Dr. Malachi Z. York gave me nothing. Nothing. The only thing he gave me, let me say this. If you want to be technical, the only thing that he gave me was a bunch of comic book information that I had to throw up. I had to regurgitate. I had to throw it up mentally. I had to throw that shit out of my head because in the real world, none of that information is to no avail. Now, if he wanted to be part of the Marvel movies, Marvel would have hired Dr. Malachi Z. York. Because his comic books were great. If you want to look at it or take it on a fictional level. But he was trying to push that shit as if it was non-fictional and factual. That man wanted my heart, my soul, and my money. And guess what? He didn't give me shit. He wanted me to give him all of this stuff for free. Period. I don't fuck around with black people. Oh man. I don't care about people. I just don't. And the reason why is I'm just only giving back what people give to me. Period. You can't fault me. You can't get mad at me if I'm giving you the same thing that you give to me. It's that plain and simple. A lot of people sit back and say, hey, man, Langston, all you do is rant. All right, cool. I tell you what, unsubscribe. That's plain and simple. Why are you going to sit here and waste your time on somebody that just, all they do is just rant or bitch and complain? Why waste your time? I'm just trying to understand. It's just that plain and simple. I just want to get it. So I don't I don't care about people. I don't care about black people. I don't care what happens to black people, because black people don't care about what happens to me, and they don't care about what happens to themselves. Period. And it doesn't make a difference what white people do, or white establishments or corporations do to blacks. Blacks are always going to sit back and tell the slave master, the oppressor, that they love him. Tommy Hilfiger told us in the 90s, we don't want black people wearing our shit. Because when black people wear our shit, it depreciates the value of our clothing line. Dom Perignon said the same thing. We don't want black people drinking our shit. And you know what black people did? They went out and bought more Dom Perignon. You know what black people did? They went out and bought more Tommy Hilfiger. So don't let you millennials or you young people, don't let your fathers, don't let the older people tell y'all that things were fucking different, because they weren't. You had sellouts and all that shit in the 90s. Black people, that's my word. People went out and bought more Tommy Hilfiger and more Dom Perignon. And for those that don't know what Dom Perignon is, it's some bullshit ass wine. Or champagne. I don't know. I ain't never tasted it. I just know that shit was $100 a pop. Nah. I don't want that. Yo, give me a 40 ounce. I'm gonna tap the bottle and take the swig. Pass it on to my next man, because we too broke to buy Dom Perignon. So we're gonna pass that 40 ounce in a circle, and we're gonna pass that spliff. We're gonna turn circle. What am I talking about? In a cipher. That's the slang we used to use. Pass the joiners in the ciphers. Pass it around. So don't let them tell you that. Or y'all still wearing Gucci, and Gucci put a a Sambo on their sweater. And black people still went out and bought it. But in the 90s, wouldn't have never did that. Lying. Y'all are lying. Y'all are liars. Liars. Because I was there. Liars. I was there. Let's talk about the LGBTQ community. Well, I just don't know. Heads. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. And blah 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 blah. Watch this. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you 90s people. I'm gonna get you. What was TLC looking like in the 90s? Their first album, I'm not talking about the second one and the third one. The second one was Crazy Sexy Cool. They trans about the first album. What were they wearing? What was Mary J. Blige wearing? What was all the R&B singers, females, wearing? I'm going to tell you. They were wearing Tim boots, baggy pants, and baggy sweaters. Looking like men. Aaliyah too. And guess what? Men in the 90s liked their women looking like men. Oh, I was one of them too. I had to go out and get my girl a pink Timbs. We had our women looking like men. That was trending back in the days. Go look at MC Light's video called Roughneck. Look how she dressed. But you have the nerve to talk about dudes wearing tight pants in the LGBTQ community. You got the nerve to talk about that. That's crazy, man. You have the nerve to talk about how hip hop is bad. I say it too. Hip hop is bad, man. It's horrible. But what were you to educate the youth on hip hop? I mean, did you school them on 360 deals? Did you tell them about the industry? Did you talk to them about how important it is to have ownership? how important it is to have certain amount of points on your albums so you can generate some type of money. How important it is to tour. How important it is to have merchandise. How important it is to create a brand where if your record label drops you, you are a household on your brand name. How important it is to, some people, some rap groups and singers, R&B singers and pop singers as well. You know that a lot of them don't own their own name. You know that? So check it. You wondering why one of your famous artists are not performing anymore. They can't perform anymore because they can't perform under that name. The record label owns their name and even their image. And y'all probably think I'm joking, but I'm being real. A contract is a contract. So I'll give you an example. If you said, yo, Langston, I want you to speak at my class reunion, right? I say, all right, cool. This is my price. Write up the contract. I'm going to look at it and I'm going to sign it, right? Now, you're stating, I'm going to give you the amount that you need. Now, I know I need to pay my bills, right? But in the contract, it states that everything that I talk about at that class reunion, I cannot reuse that information, meaning that I can't say the same thing that I said at that class reunion at another event in order to make money. What I'm saying is that anyone can draw up a contract and in the contract, there are stipulations. So a record label could say, okay, we're going to give you an advance. We're going to do this and this for you, right? And in the contract, they're saying, okay, we're going to have to own your name. We're going to have to own your publishing. We're going to get a piece of merchandise, of merch. Well, if you ever sell a t-shirt, if you ever sell a book, if you ever sell, let's say, if you have your own olive oil, we want to cut off of everything. If you're in a movie, we want to cut off of that. So they can be able to make money off of you. For you old heads, did you teach the youth about that? No, you didn't. Period. And I kind of understand, I kind of dig it. Because I'm gonna make it relevant. You want to know why some of the older people didn't teach the youth or school them or give them knowledge? Is because you said it, I didn't. Black people want shit for free. Y'all expect me, some of y'all, not all, some of y'all expect for me to drop knowledge. And then when I say, hey, listen, could you not donate? I'm fucking donate. Give me something. You want to know why? Because I'm working. I'm working. I got to put my time and effort into this. I'm just saying, could you give me what I'm worth? Somewhat of what I'm worth. Because I know y'all can't really give me what my worth. So it's beyond a donation. It's what I should be getting. I ain't no charity case. How you gonna donate to me? I'm working. I'm putting in work. In order to make videos, you have to come up with a concept. You have to come up with a title, a subject that you're going to talk about. Then after that, You have to sit back and start brainstorming. And once you brainstorm, see, I don't write things down. So I'm kind of like, I freestyle everything. So I kind of structure everything in my head. Then after that, I push the button and I start recording. When I finish, I load it up on my laptop and I go through the editing phase of it. I edit it, and then after it's edited, then it goes through a whole transition in order to formatting. It goes through a formatting transition so that it can be able to be seen on YouTube, and that takes like anywhere between, just depends on how long the actual video is. It can last from anywhere from an hour to 2 hours. I have to stay up until that process is over. Then I have to take that video and move it over to upload it on YouTube. And that process may take, just depends on, however long the video is or whatever. That process may take 5 minutes up to 30 minutes. You mean to tell me, listen to this. You mean to tell me I can't be compensated for that? Yeah, because black people always want something for free. Period. I was talking to this white dude, right? And I told him I had a book. You know the first thing that came out of his goddamn mouth? Straight up. And it shocked me. He said, how much? Not how much, because whatever price I quoted to him, he was going to be on some shit like, that's astronomical. That's too much. It was how much, meaning I want it now. I didn't have to pressure him, push him. I didn't have to go into a whole soliloquy. Pronounce goddamn word. I didn't have to go into a whole, in other words, I didn't have to go into a whole song and dance. Any of that. But with a black person, black person would have been like, yo, how much? $15. $15. $15. Black people get animated. I'm animated too. Black people get animated when you start talking about money. Ooh, $15. Ooh, goddamn, Slim. Could you come down on that price? Then I'm like, all right, cool. 13. I was thinking more like 8. Yo, you do understand. See, this is what happens when people say shit like that. Then I gotta get real with them. And I gotta tell them, okay, listen, check it out, dig it. The book I buy in bulk, right? So let's say, for example, brother, if I bought 200 books, it will cost me $5 to $10 for each book. So what you're telling me is this: you want to buy a book that costs me to print up, let's say $6. You want to buy a book from me that it costs me to print up $6 per book. You want me to sell it to you for $8? I'm not even doubling my money. I'm only making a $2 profit. Oh, brother, come on now. Come on, brother, you got it like that now. Now listen, I'm trying to help you out. You know, black people, they full of shit when they start pulling up their pants. I'm trying to help you out, brother. You out here in the streets, you trying to do your thing. I understand that. Everybody wants to make their money, but guess what? I got bills to pay too. Yeah, but brother, you cutting me. Listen now, brother. Let me tell you something. Either you're gonna get it for this, or I'm gonna walk away. Now they're threatening you. Because they know that you need the money. They know that you need the money. They see you out here every day selling those books. Every day they know you need the money. So then you get desperate and you say to yourself, I know my worth, I know my worth, I know my worth, I know my worth. But you got $20 in your pocket. 10 of that got to go to Pampers. The other 10 got to go to groceries. You got a light bill that's due, a phone bill that's due, all that. And you take the $8. He takes the book. You selling your book at a grocery store, in front of a grocery store. He takes that book and said, brother, I wish you the best of luck. And he goes in the grocery store and buys groceries and never said anything to the cashier about, let me get these bags of groceries that I have. They're $200. The food totals up to $200. Let me get it for $1.50. Never. Chinaman tell you, hurry up and buy. Hurry up and buy. Talk all rude to you. He don't even want you in his store. Dig this. How in the hell does the Chinaman don't want you in his store, but the Chinaman is in your black community selling you bullshit, and you tolerate that? But when it comes to your own kind, you want something for free. I'm gonna tell you the only thing that black people buy from other black people, and they don't ask, they don't question the price, and they don't try to Jew you down. I'm gonna tell you, when they purchase soul food, they don't have nothing to say about that. Nothing. And I've gone in soul food restaurants and I'm like, yo, man, these prices are astronomical. But this one thing, is there's two things that black people gotta have. That's their pork and their chicken. Period. Excuse me, let me take that back. But that correlates with the pork and chicken as well. Their pork and their chicken and grease. That's what black people gotta always have. If you have that in your restaurant, you Gucci. You don't have to worry about black people not coming back. They're gonna come back tomorrow. I seen this lady, she got fried lasagna. Fried lasagna. Black people lined up. Lined up around the corner to eat fried lasagna. First and foremost, lasagna is already bad when it comes out of the oven when it's baked. But to add more fire to the flames, you say, I'm going to take the lasagna out of the oven. I'm going to put it here. Hold on. Let me get Big Mama's pan. I'm going to put it in here. Take me some vegetable oil. That's not even vegetable oil. I don't know what the hell this is. And I'm going to take the lasagna, the block of lasagna, and I'm going to put it in this pot. And I'm going to fry the lasagna. And then after that, I'm going to give it to black people. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all not listening to me. That's obvious. Oh. Langston, you're so egotistical. You're narcissistic. You think you know everything. You're condescending. How the fuck am I condescending? Please tell me that. Can somebody tell me? How? I've been through the same shit that you all have been through or went through. Are going through. How the hell can I be narcissistic narcissistic and egotistical, and I've been homeless before. I've been an alcoholic, a weed head. I've stole out of stores. I remember I was so broke. I said this in one of the videos. I was so broke one day. I ain't have no money. I went down to social services and I said, "Yo, can I get like some some assistance? Can I get some like what do they call it? I forgot what they call it. Emergency food stamps, right? This is back in the days when they were handing out real food stamp money. Like the food stamp money looked like Monopoly money, Monopoly board game money, right? I go and I go down there and they're like, "Yo, we can't help you." What you mean we can't help you? Well, you don't have, first of all, you don't have any children. You don't have an address. They telling me all of this stuff that I need to have. And I'm like, if I had all of that, I wouldn't be asking you for shit. I go down there. They tell me no, right? I'm hungry. I go to the grocery store. I never forget it. It was snowing. It was really snowing really, really bad, right? Never forget it. I was with my girl at the time, right? So I physically didn't have a place to stay, but I was living with my girl, right? It's nothing in the refrigerator, right? I can't tell her I'm broke. Let me tell you something. You don't ever tell a female that you're broke. Ever. Unless you want to lose her. Now, this is just a side note. I'm going to get back on subject. If you are dating a female that you no longer want to be with, you no longer want to be in a relationship with, you don't see any growth in it, tell her that you're broke and you're going to see clouds of dust, clouds of smoke. She's going to be gone. Period. Oh, man, look at this, man. I apologize to all of y'all, man, for real, because I haven't been reading the goddamn. I apologize. I'm thinking that y'all not even responding, and oh man, I apologize. Anyway, I'm thinking, like I said, I apologize to y'all. I mean, y'all have been on my feed. It doesn't come up. I have to scroll up to see your comments. What's up, Andre, man? Would you listen to Louis Farrakhan? I guess so. St. Augustine's is that still open? Yeah. They're no longer what is it? A private school anymore. Wow, first time I saw you go live. I've been going live, Dark Skin TV. That's how many in the black community would do you. Use you when you young and you got nothing to show. When you get older, I say focus on your money. Yep. These broke for him. So let me get back to what I was saying. So it's like, yeah, you never tell a female that you broke, unless you want her to leave. Period. So I didn't tell her I was broke, right? I go out and I'm like, all right, I got to get some food. I'll never forget it. It's this grocery store, called Kroger's, right? I go inside the grocery store. It's mad people in there because it's snowing. And in the South, for those that don't live in the South, but for those that do, y'all know how it goes down. It's snowing. So guess what? Everybody's in the grocery store because they think that the whole world is gonna end. So they're buying bread, water, and eggs. I go in the grocery store. I got like a bomber jacket on. I got baggy pants on. This is the 90s. So everything is, I'm a $120, but I'm looking like I'm 250 because I got all this baggy clothes on, right? I go in there, I cuff the bread. I take some of those, what is it called? Pudding or some, I forgot the name brand, but I take the turkey slices. That's for like 99 cents. Right now, they probably like $1.99. They in like the meat section, like the cold cuts, right? I take that, I take cheese slices, and I took some milk. Went out of the grocery store. My point in making is that I know what it's like to struggle. So how can I be egotistical? How can I be arrogant? How can I be condescending? And when I'm just like you. Period. Oh man, this is a lot of reading. Gucci and Prada told us that too. I never wore Tommy Hilfiger, never drank Don P. One of the people who knows you. Yeah, I don't even drink, so that was never an issue. Nas, Tomboy, weird. A lot of female MCs or R&B singers dressed like man. That's what I was trying to tell you. I mean, man, we went through the same shit in the 90s. I was going to say Cross Colors. Yeah. I was just about to mention MC Light. Haha. What's up, brother? What's up, man? Twin Pyramid. And so the devil got their soul. De La Soul still owned by Tommy Boy. Yup. That record, the album 3 Feet High and Rising, they can't even put that out. They can't even put it out because it's not. They've sampled so much. That's one, and Tommy Boy basically owns that album. So the points that they're gonna get off of that album if they put it out, it's not even worth it. And these are not my words; it's their words. I've heard them say that in an interview. You heard of the Boule? Yeah, I heard about him. 7SH, but I don't get caught up in titles. I don't get caught up in Illuminati and all the rest of that BS because at the end of the day, they're nothing but titles. That's it. Like, I'll give you an example. Money is not the root of all evil. People are. I'm going to say it again. Money is not the root of all evil. People are, because there are people that print up the money and they know what money can do for you when you have an abundance of it. And they know what money can't do for you when you don't have it at all. But they still continue to print it up. So my point in making is that behind the Boule, behind the Illuminati, behind these corporations, behind corporations such as Monsanto, it's not the titles, it's the people. It's the people. It's people that are demonic. That's why I don't like the term when people talk about the devil. Where? What does he look like? Where does he stay? Where does he live? What does he eat? What does he drink? You know what's so funny? Check this out. Whew. I'm about to blow your minds. Straight up. I'm about to blow your minds. And I know some of your haters are gonna be like, oh, that's stupid. That ain't deep. Let me ask you this question. Did the devil ever die? Can the devil die? Because I've never heard of the devil dying. I've always heard that Jesus Christ had to die for our sins. Right? And that the devil is the father of all sins. But throughout the Bible, I've never heard God say, I have to kill the devil. The devil has to die. And you want to know why God never kills the devil? Because God needs the devil in order to show just how good God is. So the reality of it is, y'all ever seen the usual suspects with Kevin Spacey? When he walked out like this, and here they are thinking that ain't the kingpin. That's not the man behind all these massive murders and shit. But that's what God is. God is the devil and God. And if you don't believe it, says in Isaiah 45:7, I do evil and I do good. I, the Lord, do all things. He just told himself. That's the reason why I don't like when people say the devil. Where? Where's he at? Is he in the oven? Is he in the cabinets? Is he in the trash can? Where? Answer that question. Does the devil ever die? Can the devil die? Because the reality of it is I'm talking about dealing with the Christian mythology. Because we can't factually prove that Jesus existed and we can't factually prove that God exists. You can't tell me that God exists. And you think that I'm supposed to take your word for it just because you hear voices in your head. That doesn't make sense to me. I'm going to take your word that God exists because you said so. That's the same bullshit that we used to say with Dr. Malachi Z. York. Well, he's from another planet. Oh, okay, could you prove it? So the Nubian mind does this. The Nubian mind, we're talking to ourselves. So we got to think fast. Okay, the mind says, change the subject. Well, we were the original Egyptians. Did this man just change the subject? When I asked a question, yep, that's what Nubians do. I was one of them. When they used to ask those certain questions about him being from another planet, we had to switch it up. And if we didn't switch it up, we had to make up some shit. We had to make up some stupid lies to add on to the lie. So let me bring it back. So when dealing with it seems to me the solution to the problem, the devil that is to kill him. And then everything will be okay. Why is he still alive? And why did your Savior had to die for our sins? Shouldn't the devil had to die? Shouldn't the devil had died on that cross? Y'all don't hear me. I'm about to get real. See this right here? Look. So y'all can start hating. So y'all could be like, oh, I know, listen, you about to drink some wine. Yes, I am. Yep, you damn right. Don't put me in a box. I don't do what you tell me to do. I do what I want to do. Oh, well, Polite and all the rest of them, they don't drink and they don't do this and do. That's them. Polite don't rock dreads. I do. And like I said before, y'all put me in a box. I'm not part of the conscious community. I do what I do. Just because I'm a vegetarian. Man, I've heard people say, you a vegetarian, you still putting poison in your... That's when I drop the mic. That's when I got to start getting at these vegetarians. Watch this. What's that? Look at this. And I don't do no cucumber challenges. So don't go with that. Don't come with that BS here. This is a cucumber, right? For those that don't know what I'm talking about, they had a cucumber challenge online. Some dumb shit. I don't get down like that. So I'm sincere about what I'm saying with this cucumber. It ain't no cucumber challenge. For those that got dirty minds. It's a cucumber, right? I can put a sticker that says organic on it, and it'll be organic. The point that I'm making to you vegetarians and vegans is that when you eat this cucumber and it says organic on it, What makes you think that it's not GMO? Because what you fail to realize is if this is GMO and I drink a bottle of wine, you're putting the same type of poisons in your body that I am. And the crazy thing about it is, yes, I'm drinking a little bit of wine, right? But I'm gonna wake up early in the morning tomorrow and go to the gym and bust my ass. And then I'm gonna go to the hot room, to the sauna, to the steam room, and to the hot tub. Period. And then I'm gonna detox. You're not doing none of that. You're not even getting off your chair. And throughout the course of the day, I don't drink anything but water. And at the end of the day, I don't have to explain anything to you all. Nothing. Period. It's crazy. It's crazy. I ain't gonna drink it like that. I'm just gonna take sips. Fucking crazy, man. What's up, Blimp? I have tried everything in my ability to convince her otherwise. However, she has believed in the doctrine for so long that she doesn't know what else to believe in. Yep, people have to believe in something. They have to believe in something. Believe it or not, I'm sorry to hear this. As long as you keep pushing forward for yourself. Y'all be having conversations with one another. I'm not gonna get into it because it's a bunch of messages, and I can't read all of them. But I'm glad that y'all are, conversing with one another. You know what I'm saying? We need, believe it or not, we need black people. We need dumb black people. We need dumb people, period. I ain't gonna say dumb people. We need regular people, regular workers. Everybody can't be an entrepreneur. Chill, nobody cares you're drinking wine. The vegan police ain't here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The vegan police are not here, and I hope the holy rollers, Jesus. I got Christians listening to me. And that's crazy to me. Because I'm consistently getting on Christianity in that ass. Pause. He talking about his mom in the Nuwabian movement links. Oh, okay. People is bouncing me. So more than be. Yeah, man, let me tell you something. There's no difference. There's no difference between how can I keep this thing on so I can read your comments? And put messages. So I think that it'll top chat some messages. I think it'll stay on then. What the make it all visible, man. And live chat all. Yeah, so what the fuck? I done fucked something up. All right. Live chat, all messages. All right. So it should work. Anyway, Nuwabians are no different from Christians. Matter of fact, if your mom has been in the 90s, she knows that they were like highly involved in the early 2000s. They were calling themselves the Church of Karas. Dr. Malachi Z. York in one of the tapes said that he no longer believes in the ancient Sumerians and the Anunnakis and all the rest of that stuff, and that he gave himself to his Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And they were Christians. They were talking that Christianity stuff. So my point in making is that Nuwabians are no different from Christians. The same thing. They're no different. Same thing, no different. I don't get all jazzy when I drink wine either. I don't. I'm not getting no wine glass, and I used to have one, but of course, you know, I had children, they break shit, so I just put my joint in one of these mugs. You know, I'm just taking sips. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to like go crazy and be all fucked up and shit. Y'all ain't gonna catch me slipping like that. I got too many haters. Next thing you know, they chopping up my shit. Before like chopping up my shit, look at what he said. I'm the angry rapper, right? So now they're gonna say, look at the conscious drunk teacher. Nah, that ain't gonna happen. Langston, how did you grow your awesome beard? I just let it grow. Matter of fact, to be real with you, man, I'm just like really debating, man. Like, it gives me a mature look, but I just don't like the mature look. I like looking like, you know, younger. The older you get, the younger you want to look. It's crazy. So the older you get, the younger you want to look. You young people want to look older. It's crazy. It's like old people want to look young people want to look old. Yeah, the aunt with Jesus on it was something too. I was on the land, I was shaking my head. I shave all the time. Don't be afraid to cut dead weight. Dead weight could be dad or your aunt. That's the reason why I say what I say. I forgot what video it was, but that's what I was saying. I was like, yo, man, I don't give a fuck whether it's your friend, your mom's, your father, your aunt, your uncle, your cat, and your dog. If they are giving you hell in your life, you need to let them go. Also, do you try intermittent fasting when you're cutting? Yo, man, I try to stay away from the whole keto diet and the intermittent fasting. I'm old fashioned. Either I'm going to fast or I'm not. And what I mean by that is fasting is two ways you can fast, you know, as far as dealing with me, with three. So a detox, when I go on a detox, right? I take, hold on, where's that? So this is the detox I'm going on. Y'all can see it. It's D herbs. So it's like 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6 different pills that I take, herbal pills. The capsules are vegan capsules, so that it's not pork. And hold on. And I take this charcoal at night that actually extracts the metal out of your body, because we're consuming a lot of metal, you know, throughout our daily life. Right? So just look at it like this. Dig it. So if you're staying in an older house, they have metal pipes. Ask yourself this question. It's things that make you go, when have they ever cleaned out the pipes that your water goes through in order for you to receive faucet water? Period. And then at the end of the day, to be real with you, the water that's coming out of our faucet is recycled water. They're actually cleaning our water with chemicals such as chlorine, fluoride. And while in the midst of them cleaning that water with those chemicals don't just fade out. We consume it. And yo, check it out. They have baby water, right? Water for babies. I think one of the brands is called Nursery something. Go in the grocery store and it'll say on the bottom of the label, water with fluoride. So they intentionally put fluoride in the water, of course, as well as in the toothpaste. Those chemicals, toxins, and metals reside in your body. And then you wonder why you get arthritis and all the rest of this stuff, right? I don't like the pills. You take like 9 pills in a day. Yeah, you do. Now, shit, what am I talking about? You don't take 9 pills in a day. This is 5 pills per day. So this is 30 pills that I take. 30 pills a day for 20 days. So this is the detox that I go on, right? Oh man, this is getting warm. This is detox I go on, right? Now, that's the detox that I go on. Now, fasting it just depends on what type of fast you do. Normally when I fast like I do like Shabbat. You know, so the Hebrews, they do it like from sun up to sundown. And then after sundown, you can eat. Other than that, I don't do a fast like I'll fast like for one day. Meaning, like if I do a type of fast where I'm not eating nothing at all, I'll fast for one day, but I won't do it for like a week or two or something like that. Right? I did the lemonade diet, right? Which was a mixture of Kanye, it's good to brush with charcoal, which was a mixture of cayenne powder, honey, and lemon, right? That's it, with water. That's it. I did that for 2 weeks, almost died. It's crazy. When I start talking about health, man, people start falling off. My views on my videos about health, not good. But when I start talking about drama and shit, I do good in that. People always love drama. They always want to see somebody spill the tea. In my case, spill the wine. Oh shit. Ah man, yeah. But yeah, man, TV sells drama. 16 kid guitar. The doctrine changed so many times over the years. Yep, you're right. Because people love drama, fam. Keep that real coming. But yeah, man. Hold on 1 second. I just gotta. So I'm not sick, but I think I caught something, and my body's just any recommendations for erectile dysfunction? I'm sorry. No, seriously. I'm not laughing at you. I'm not even saying that you have that problem. I'm just saying that it's just how you came out and said it. Like, we talking about this and that and so forth, and then you're like, out of nowhere, like, yo, you got any remedies for erectile? Oh shit. Yeah, that's keeping it real right there. That's keeping it real. Maca Powder is great. Moringa. Maca Powder. I'm gonna tell you, this is my man right here. I'm telling you. I'm about to show you. It's for someone I know. I got you. But yeah, it's just the way that you said it, man. It was just funny. It's just like out of the blue, like, yo, you anybody got any recommendations for erectile dysfunction? Hold on, let me show you my man. Right here, spirulina. So listen, let me tell you something. I'm big on combinations. So maca powder, spirulina, and moringa. Sea moss is great. Sea moss is your shit gonna be like straight. 6 o'clock, 12:30, 9:15, 3:45. And for those that don't get it, I'm talking about the clock. So you're gonna be straight. 12:30, 6 o'clock, 3:45, 9:15. What's good for constipation? Yo, let me tell you something, seriously. Like the dude, I forgot the brother name, right? So the brother said, yo, man, you need to keep it real. You know, you need to keep on doing those videos and being real, being 100, right? After that, y'all start coming 100. Like the dude said, yo, you got any Anything for erectile dysfunction, and then the other brother's like, yo, you got what's good for constipation? Okay, so you're backed up. First thing that you need to do is hydrate yourself. Drink more water. Fruits, vegetables. You're constipated. That means you're backed the hell up. Your small and large intestines is backed up. Your colon is backed up. What I'm gonna tell you, which is great to you. So you can drink cranberry juice. And I'm talking about real cranberry juice. I ain't talking about like the ocean spray. I'm talking about some real cranberry juice. The cranberry juice will flush your ass on out. Or you can do this. You can take what you call smooth move. Smooth, like just how you spell it, move. It's a T. And that will run your ass out. Now, taking heed, before you take smooth move, you have to definitely take the time out so that you're not doing anything. Because for about an hour and a half, you're going to shit straight. For an hour and a half, you're going to shit straight. Yogi, I tried Yogi like about 20 years ago. The Yogi bark. I don't like that shit. It made me nervous. It made my hand shake. I had my head was hurting. I don't have erectile dysfunction. I never had. But, you know, my girl and I, you know, she was like, well, why don't you take it? The Yogi bark. I'm like, well, shit, you know, yeah. Instead of me going for an hour, maybe I can go for 3 hours taking that. I took it and it messed me up. But yeah, smooth move. Smooth move is the shit. Well, I was talking about the bark, the whatchamacallit, but yeah, you're right. Yogi is the tea company for smooth move. You're right. Weed is my go-to. I don't see how that pans out. I've never just smoked weed and like got hard. That never happened to me. You know, like it was always like a combination. It was always like I would smoke weed and drink. But nowadays that I don't do stuff like that, you know, you still use Sativa. Yeah, my shit. Let me show you, man. So this is what they're doing now, right? They're having it where you can buy replacements. See this right here? I don't know if y'all can see it. It's a crack right here. So I have to actually just buy a whole new machine because my rocks and everything, my filters, like this is new. The filter right here, but the top filter and the rock formations and all of that, it's been a year. So, you know, of course, when it's been a year, you gotta, you know, like buy it all over again. So I might as well just buy the whole new machine. It doesn't make sense. By the time I purchased the rocks, by the time I purchased this replacement, this part right here, it's gonna be damn near $200. So I might as well just buy another machine. So that's what I'm going through right now. I'm going through a couple of things, man. It ain't bad things, but it's just like little stupid shit. When I smoke weed with females, but no dudes, almost every time. Your water game is serious. Yeah, I drink water, man. That's all I drink. I ain't gonna lie. I had some iced tea today, cause it's like every now and then I'll eat or drink something for nostalgia purposes, and I just, you know, I remember like my grandmother making iced tea in the summertime, and I had some iced tea and it was pretty good. So I'm not gonna lie, today I had some iced tea, but for the most part, yeah, that's all I do is drink water. I just replace my filter. Which one? Because you know it's like 2. They're making them shits cheap now, man. So they're making them to the point where they're breaking down and you got to buy. This is like my 4th one. My 4th one. And the first one I bought, it lasted me like 3-4 years. But then after that, they started. So they used to, this part used to be clear. It used to be all white. And when they were all white, they were good. Wow, that's crazy. Everything's white is good. once they started becoming a minority, once they turned blue, that's when all the chaos happened. But yeah, let me run to this bathroom real quick. Like I said before, it's not like I'm sick. Like it's not my nose is stuffed up or nothing like that. It's just that I got this mucus coming out of me. Do you use Irish sea moss? Yes. Irish sea moss, what is it? Has 93 minerals, if I'm not mistaken, that your body needs. So if you take sea moss by itself alone, it's way more powerful than a lot of herbs out there. You put me on that Sentiva, the charcoal. Yeah, man, it's the truth. Like I used to use the Athena, and what else? What's the other machine that alkaline the water? Kagan. I used to do that, but man, ever since I started using Sentiva, the water, the alkalinity of the water lasts longer, and it helped me out, man. Like the water tastes way more better. It's water from Save a Lot, fluoride free, or any other grocery store that sells it. Let me tell you something. When companies sell water and it's fluoride free, they'll put it up there. If they don't put it up there, then it's not fluoride free. Manuka honey helps me with mucus. I'm gonna try that out. I never heard of that before. Hold on 1 second. All right. For real, Godson, how do you use it? Yeah. Tell me that, because I never heard of that. I put in the tea twin instead of sugar. Okay. Well, we got some all-nighters up here. So what made you calm down in some of your videos? A couple of things, man. People telling me that you're yelling, and it's not like I'm yelling. It's just that I'm like, animated. I'm like sincere. I'm caught into what I'm saying. So it's not like I'm yelling. It's like I'm just like really, really like into what I'm saying. Have you ever been to the health store, Savannah in Atlanta, Little 5 Points area? No, I haven't. I really didn't do too much of, man, I fucks with how you think. It's like a mirror. Thank you. Is Atlanta really that bad? Yes. I'm about to do a video. Peace out, family. Have a good night. Yo, peace to you, brother. I was contemplating on doing a video. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna say Atlanta is hype. It's all hype. It's really that bad. What makes it a little bit more better is if you have money. So it kind of, I don't know. It kind of like, but you experience racism on every level, in every class, low class, high class, middle class. So it doesn't make a difference if you're a minority with money. You're going to experience racism regardless. Like T.I. and what's the brother, man? God, the dude that Run Your Jewels, that dude, Killer Mike. So Killer Mike and T.I. were protesting at this restaurant, upscale restaurant called Houston's. Why? Because they refused to either serve black people, or I think they were being too, they said black people were being too loud, and I think they kicked them out or something. So you're gonna experience racism as a minority, regardless of where you go, how much money you have, and whatever degree or level of education you have. And that's the reason why Atlanta's bad, at least for minorities. Period. So I'm gonna let y'all know. Come to Dallas, Texas, man. Come to Charlotte. I already been to Dallas. I got a cousin that's in Dallas. I'm gonna check it out. I went when I was younger, but I haven't been as an adult. Technically, they are the minorities. Yeah, you're right. Technically, they white people are minorities in the city of Atlanta. In the city of Atlanta. But when you travel outside of Atlanta, you see this is what Atlanta does. I'm gonna kick some real facts to you, and I'm gonna show you what they do. Atlanta uses a cheat sheet, right? The cheat sheet is they'll say the people that's there that live in surrounding counties will say I'm from Atlanta when they visit. Let's say they visit Dallas, Texas. Person to say, yo, where you from? They'll say I'm from Atlanta. But once you get to Atlanta, you'll see that they're not from Atlanta. They live in Sandy Springs. They live in Marietta. They live in Dunwoody. They live in College Park. They live in Decatur. They live in East Point. They live in Marietta. So Atlanta uses this cheat sheet, or well, at least the people use the cheat sheet. And they'll say they're from Atlanta, but technically they're not. Atlanta is way more smaller than Charlotte. That's a fact. A fact. 7SH, I need to hang out with you, bro. Looks like you got some bread, yo. You've been to the Westin Hotel. You got bread. I live in Decatur. So you, brother, Russell, you ought to know that people will sit back and say they from Atlanta, and technically you're not. That's another county. I don't live far from Charlotte. I actually live right over the border in South Carolina. Yeah, to be real with you, I don't live like in Charlotte, like uptown area. I live in Charlotte. I have a zip code, a Charlotte zip code and all of that. But technically I like stay like right on the edge of the North Carolina, South Carolina state line. So I'm like really in the suburbs. I'm not like really in the inner city. Now I spend most of my time in the inner city, uptown area, South End, I go to the Y, I work out, and then I do Postmates and all of that. So most of my day is in, uptown. But once the day is over, I go back to the suburbs. I'm in Orlando. The only hot spot is International Drive and City Walk. I've been to City Walk. The Bob Marley Club, I like that joint. I like the whole feel, of City Walk. And International Drive, I like that too. I used to live in what's that small? So when I did these stories, and I told you all, I used to live in Orlando. I forgot, it was like on the outskirts of Orlando. I stayed there for a couple months, and it was crazy, man. So if you live, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this real quick. You know what OBT is? Orange Blossom Trail. If you know about OBT, you know what's up. You know what I'm saying? They got this one joint when you go down this street, and it's nothing but on the left and right hand side, it's nothing but prostitutes, and they butt naked. They walking around butt naked at night. Kissimmee. Yeah, I know about that. I used to hustle. Oh man, where's that damn street? I forgot the name of that street, man, in Orlando. Cause I used to sell CDs in or on I used to sell CDs. Where's my laptop at? Cause I'm gonna tell you right where I used to hustle at. I used to Uber around there. Yeah, so you should know about the strippers and joint. Yeah, I used to hustle at this Jamaican restaurant right up the street. Where was that, man? I'm gonna get my laptop. What was the name of that street? It's if you start naming like real streets, like known streets in Orlando, I could tell you. I got robbed for $1 off of this street. I remember this dude, he was like, I was selling CDs and everything, so he's paying attention to me. He knows I'm not from there, so he was like, "Yo, you got $1?" Because I had made a sale, right? I was like, "Nah, I ain't got no dollar." He's like, "I just saw you made a sale." So it's like 8 people over here, and he knows those 8 people. I'm like, "Yo, I don't have no change." He's like, "Yo," so one of the dudes came up and he was like, "Yo, I got change." He had a knot this thick. So he gave me the change for the $5 and I gave him $1. Now, the crazy thing is this. Had I not gave him that $1, because I know what's up. I've been around street dudes. I've been in the hood and all the rest of that. I know he was testing me. So what he was really saying is, you making money in my hood. I want some of it. If you don't give it to me, we're going to fuck you up. So I got robbed for $1. Then another time, same gas station. I never forget this. Now I seen this dude toot up. Toot up mean sniffing cocaine. Never forget it, Bronx dude. Cause a lot of New York dudes, I ain't gonna say a lot, but New York dudes be tooting, right? Or they lace their shit up. Lacing their shit up meaning they take the weed, they put the weed in the blunt, and they put cocaine in the blunt, roll a blunt, smoke it, woolies. I've seen dudes toot up, but I've never seen anybody sniff, like really, really sniff. So tooting is kind of different. Like they use like a little small spoon or something like that and go just like that. I've never seen nobody line up some coke and go like this, like a vacuum cleaner with their nose. Never. Never forget, I was selling CDs, right? Not at this Jamaican restaurant, this gas station I told you I got robbed at for $1. Never forget it. Dude pulls up, and I'm thinking it's BC powder. You know what I'm saying? Like BC powder, it comes in like a paper, like a wax wrapper, not like a wax wrapper, like WRAPPER, not rapper, RAPPER, a wax wrapper, right? I'm thinking it's BC powder. Like this motherfucker got problems and he just trying to, he takes it out. He puts it on like a small, I think it was like a card, like a like spades when you play cards, right? Puts it on a card. I mean, he's in front of a gas station. Puts it on the card, lines the coke up, right? And just, and he went like this. When I tell you that dude he was young too, had to be like in his mid-20s. I'm like, yo, man, let me get out of here. Let me get out of here. Let me tell you something. When I lived in Orlando, this is one thing that I learned. It's one thing that I learned. Orlando is not Disneyland. It's not. One thing that I learned about Florida, period, it's not a place that you play around in. I never forget, like I've been to Miami several times, right? I went for the first time. This was in 2006. It's a hotel that's right off of 95, right? Right off of 95. Me and the other dude, we not knowing. Why is it that somebody trying to text me? Why we not knowing that this is a crackhead, prostitute, drug dealing hotel? Because it looks normal from the outside. So we get a room for the night. Now, we don't know anything about Miami. Nothing. We don't know about Pork and Beans projects, even though we drove through it. We don't know about that big Rick Ross. He did his first video on that flea market. We don't know nothing about that, right? We in a hotel, right? We just constantly hearing people yelling and screaming, all types of shit going on throughout the night, right? We get up. I go downstairs. You know, this is what I do when I visit places. I look at the news and I read the newspaper because that lets me know what's going on. I look at the newspaper and they said in the news that somebody got decapitated last night. For those that don't know, it's when somebody takes, this is a butcher knife, but a machete, and says, off with your head. Carol Mart, yep. I was around there. I was selling bootleg movies. I'm gonna tell you another situation that happened. Okay, so we driving around. We not knowing where we going. We in Little Haiti. We in everywhere. We just blind. We blind to the fact, right? So exactly. So we just going everywhere, right? And it's, man, I'm telling you. Let me tell you something. Trick Daddy said this. He said that Miami Beach is not Miami. Once you cross over that bridge, that's Miami. And when he said that, he was correct. So I was hustling right down the street from that Carol Mart, right? The flea market. And I did okay. I'll never forget it. So let me tell you something. Let me tell you how much I'm involved with people's culture. And I respect people's culture. Down in Miami, you call these, this is nothing. Y'all complaining about my hair. This nothing. Down in Miami, all of this is together. They call them wickets. Right? Dude had wickets, right? All he had probably about 10, 12 of them, right? Gold teeth. You're gonna see that. This is the average Miami dude. Gold teeth, wickets, big clunks, globs of dreads. Right? But they call them wickets down there. I mean, yeah, it's true. It's freeform, right? I'm out there selling CDs. He pulls up right by me, right? Yeah, like Gunplay. That's just how Miami dudes get down, right? He pulls up right beside me. He opens up his door, right? So I'm selling CDs and everything, movies, all of that. I got bootleg, whatever is bootleg, that's what I'm selling, right? So shit, the Zoes probably be doing that. So I'm selling CDs, bootleg movies, and all of that, right? So he opens the door and it's close to my car. He says, with his gold teeth and his wickets, "You got enough room, fool?" I said, "What?" And then he said it again, and it dawned on me. I'm like, hold on, I'm not from here. And I just heard that on the news, and read in the newspaper as well, that somebody got decapitated. I better Lord, let alone my tone. I said, yes, sir, I do have enough room. But I'm not knowing that full means, like you got enough room, bruh or brother. I don't know the terminology, the slang or whatever, but I'm slowly but surely adjusting to it. But down there, I don't know if they if they're doing that now, but back in the days, like years ago, they used to call people fool. Yeah, man, everybody's culture is different in every state that you go to. Every state that you go to, but I could tell you living in living in Orlando and visiting Miami. Like I've been to Miami. I went to Miami last year. I did a video down there. I think it was it was in March. I supposed to be going to Miami like in the same time. You know how it goes, man. You know how it goes. I ain't even front. Tax time come around, it's that then that's what it is. I've never been to Ohio. But I just don't like how Ohio sits. It's not a northern state. And then I keep on hearing that like New Yorkers go down there to hustle. It's just kind of like I've been hearing like a lot of strange. Let me tell you this. I'm not going to give out his name because like some people that I talk about, they look at my videos and I'm not going to incriminate him, even though he's done his time. And I'm not going to say his name, but a dude that I was cool with that was from Ohio. We were hustling. At that time I was selling oils and incense and he was selling bootleg movies and everything. And this is the first time I moved in Charlotte. And he used to like me being around because I was a positive person. And he was like, he always used to say it, man, like, yo, man, you positive, man. Is it true? A lot of alligators over there? Yes, it's true. It's a lot of lizards. They kill iguanas down there because they have a problem with iguanas. They're claiming that the iguanas are, I guess they're having sex and they're generating a lot of iguanas. I don't like what they're doing down there to the iguanas because they have, if you look it up, they you can see people just taking the iguanas by the tail and boom, hitting them on the concrete with their head splurting everywhere. I'm not into that shit. I'm not into you fucking with animals. I don't like that. Of course, I don't like that because I'm a vegetarian. And the Floridians, they eat that shit too. Just like the Louisiana motherfuckers. They eat crawfish and all that shit. They eat alligator skin, alligator meat, all that dumb shit. But anyway, this dude I was cool with from Ohio. I think he was from Cleveland, if I'm not mistaken. He was like, yo, man, these dudes don't know me down here. They don't know how I get down. And one day, problem happened and he took care of that problem. And my thing is, I understand why he did it. I don't necessarily agree with it, but it was like, damn, man, did you have to do it like that? I'm not saying all people from Cleveland think like that or Ohio, but I've read up on y'all, man. Like I said, I look at the news. I go on YouTube and I look at the news, or I'll look at the. You have the newspapers online. I can see what's going on in each state. Yo, Langston, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I see myself first of all is location. So I see myself staying in a real tropical area where I can grow my own food, and it could be diverse. Just think about it like this. This is the first time I ever tried African kiwi fruit, and dragon fruit. First time ever in my life that I tried those two. And that was last year. And I bought them from a grocery store, Kroger's, in, what was it? Dunwoody, Kroger's grocery store. I want to be able to be in a place where I can grow them on my own. And there's nothing rare about it. So that's location. Career-wise, I want to be able to be in a position where I'm generating money independently. That I have created a brand where it's sustainable. And I can pass that brand on to my children. Let's see. What else? Family. I want to be in a position where my children are working on their individual businesses so that they can say, when I pass on my business to them, they can say, Baba, that's what they call me. Baba, we don't need it. We don't need you. Period. Give it to the younger ones because we don't need it. We have our own business. What else? Health. I want to be in a situation where I have reached my peak. And after I reach my peak, I'm saying to myself, I can be bigger and better. Not to say that I want to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm just saying that, I'm going to set another set of goals when it comes to my health. Eating habits. The older I get, I understand that your body is not able to digest things quicker than, let's say, for example, if you were to compare my 13-year-old son to me, he can digest food quicker. His metabolism is quicker because he has a younger digestive system. Whereas with me, I don't. So I want to be able to be in a position where most of the days out of the week, I'm eating non-cooked meals. And I'm probably 2 of those days I'm going on a water fast. So I'm just drinking water for 2 days out of the 7 days out of the week. The rest of the 5, the rest of the, I'll break it down to you like this. So 2 days water fast. That's not like back to back. 3 days non-cooked meals. And 2 other days cooked meals. So it's 2 cooked meals, 3 non-cooked meals, and 2 water fast days. I hope that answers your question. The Tropics is where it's at. What's good, Renette? $131. And I originally I set out to like cut up vegetables while I'm talking to you all, but I guess today I'm tired. Shit. Can't be tired. Gotta keep on keeping on. Is Pretty Ricky still sliding through? Well, Pretty Ricky won't be sliding through. Won't. And the reason why Pretty Ricky is not sliding through is because Pretty Ricky, without putting my shit out there, without putting my business out there, it's because Pretty Ricky don't want to slide through. Pretty Ricky wants to do what Pretty Ricky wants to do and has always done. Pretty Ricky is about Pretty Ricky. Period. Enough said. Move on. What are you making? So I mean, I told everybody in the beginning of the video, but I got these garbanzo beans soaking. So for dinner, so I'm prepping for the next day. So for dinner, we're gonna be making falafels. And then for lunch, we're gonna be making. I'm deciding whether I want to do steamed broccoli, carrots, onions, and I know y'all gonna get at me, the vegan police. I don't care. I like corn, and it's just that plain and simple. And I know corn is soy. Not excuse me. Let me take it back. Corn as well as soybean is GMO. But I'm gonna put some corn in. I don't know whether I'm gonna steam it or I'm having baked zucchini with carrots, red onions, and corn. I don't know, but I'm leaning more towards broccoli, steamed broccoli, and excuse me, and quinoa. And I'm running out of quinoa. So let me say this, man, because like one thing that I realized in the Black community is that we don't have, who cares what them vegan freaks have to say. Exactly. I swear, man. I mean, it's a blessing for you all to be here. It's a blessing for you all to be like. It's a blessing to me because there's no labels. There's nobody judging you. It's nobody saying you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that. I could just be me. I'm drinking wine. I'm live. I'm talking to y'all. I'm about to cut up vegetables. This is how I get down. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me tell you something. I'm about to answer all your questions in the comment section. But let me say this, right? This is what I love about me. Like, if I were to die and I had a choice to come back, reincarnate, right? Or not reincarnate, but well, I guess you say reincarnate because your soul, leaves out of one body and it goes into another. If I had a choice, like, right, if sweet baby Jesus was at the doors of reincarnation, right, and he said, "Yo, would you want to come back as yourself, or LeBron James, or Michael Jackson, or like Jay-Z or something, or somebody like a celebrity that had a bunch of money?" I would want to come back like as being me. And the reason why I say that is because I love who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm balanced. Like I have my flaws and I embrace them. I'm your perfect role model because I can tell you what to do and what not to do. So that's what I love about myself. Here I am. It's like 1:30 something in the morning. We're talking about motherfucking Black people always want something for free. We're talking about herbs. We're talking about, vegetables, eating right, exercising, all that shit. And I'm drinking wine. I mean, oh man, you can't beat it. You can't beat it, man. That's the reason why I say my channel is one of the best channels that you could ever see on YouTube. Because it's just like, I talk about every fucking thing. And I think that's what makes my channel grow. And that's what stunts my growth. Because like, I'll give you an example. If you don't know about this dude called Chris Jones, right? Look him up. He has this channel called Pump Chasers, right? And he sticks to the script, right? He talks about working out, bodybuilding. So his channel is growing because he stays on one path. He doesn't go outside of that. So that's where I fail at, because I don't stick to one script. But how can I? Because I'm just very diverse. You know what I'm saying? That's what I love about my channel, man. Let me answer some of these questions. How old were you when you became a vegan? Well, I'm actually not a vegan because like vegans don't eat like any type of animal products. So I may have a fucking cheese pizza every now and then. You know, I may have some shit that may have some type of egg in it, knowing that I don't supposed to have it. Vegans don't eat any type of animal products, and it's crazy because the definition of a vegan varies in 2020. In the 90s, a vegan was someone that ate uncooked meat. Damn, uncooked meals. That's what a vegan was. But now it kind of varies. I'm more so of a vegetarian. So when did I become a vegetarian? 14 years ago. I decided when I had my first child that I wasn't going to eat meat. And this is crazy. So I'm glad that you asked that question so I could break it down to everybody in order that people can see that I'm human, that I'm just like you. And it took some time, right? So the first thing that happened throughout my years, when I was in my early 20s, is I gave up pork, right? Then after that, I said, well, if I could give up pork, I can give up cow, beef. Now, I used to live with my aunt. My aunt is a Hebrew. She's not a Hebrew Israelite. She used to, worship Yahweh ben Yahweh when he was alive, right? I used to live with my aunt. So I had to practice some of her dietary habits. So she would eat turkey ground, turkey bacon. She would perform Shabbat. And since I'm living under her household, I had to eat those specific meats that she cooked, and I had to practice, well, overall her dietary habits as well as Shabbat, right? So it wasn't hard for me to give up beef because I had an aunt that I lived with that ate turkey ground, turkey bacon. She ate salmon and she ate flounder, if I'm not mistaken, or whiting. Well, flounder, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't have a period, so it doesn't flush itself out, cleanse itself out. I think it was either whiting or flounder. So it wasn't hard for me to drop the pork and the beef. So I would eat like salmon croquette, salmon patties. I would eat a lot of fish. I would say that I was at that point in time a pescatarian, right? So then I was like, if I gave up the pork, the beef, the hardest thing, I gotta be animated like black people because I am black. The hardest thing that it took me some time. It took me some time to get this up. Was that goddamn that chicken, yo? Now take heed. My aunt never cooked fried chicken, right? Matter of fact, the only thing that she cooked that was chicken was filet. That's it, boneless chicken. So I gave up the chicken. And when I gave up the chicken, of course I ate the pork of the sea, which was shrimp. Shrimp is a scavenger, so it eats shit. It eats everything that's on the floor of the ocean. So I became pescatarian. I ate shrimp, flounder, whiting, and salmon. After that, I became a vegetarian. And that happened throughout the course of the years. So To answer your question, I've been a vegetarian for like 14 years. What year did you get started? Okay, I already answered that. Bro, we fuck with you, man. You got real people in the building. Facts. Hashtag facts. I'm a Sagittarius. I resonate with real people only, which is like 1% of the population. You right? Said my mom, excuse me, my bro, sis and mom is Sagittarius. It's because we think of him. Are you a Taurus? Yes. I was born May 10th. Busta Rhymes, Biggie Smalls, a lot of celebrities are Taurus. I was vegan. It's not for me. Yeah, it's not for everybody. Definitely love to travel. Yes. That's one thing that minorities in specific need to do. Travel. Traveling opens up your mind. Regardless of what race or ethnic background you come from, it opens up your mind. Turmeric is powerful herb, bro. Sorry. Failed to leave that out. Spirulina, moringa, macapata, and turmeric. The end. I haven't had that combination of the four in a while. Last time I did, it was like about, 2 months ago? Fist, punch through walls. So you're right. I'm sorry. Turmeric. Pork is so nasty. The meat still has hairs in it's slimy. Plus, you gotta cook it right. Yeah, pork is yucky. I never forget my grandmother. Like, we had these cookouts, 4th of July, Labor Day weekend, the black thing. Come on, please. Everybody knows this. And my grandmother used to, clean the small intestines and the large intestines, which we call chitlins, out, and they used to smell like shit. Why? Because it was pure tea shit in them. And that's what made me not really eat chitlins. My mom's till this day says that she fed me chitlins when I was a little baby. But outside of that, I've never had it. Never. I'm about to burn some incense, man. We're going to be ratchet and spiritual. I think that's like the perfect combination when you think about me. I'm ratchet and spiritual. I'm dead ass though. For real, I'm about to burn some incense. Yo, Langston, how do you make steamed vegetables taste good? Also, do you like bagged broccoli? No, I don't. So, take this Himalayan sea salt. Well, salt, excuse me. Himalayan pink salt. This is like the first time I've ever used this type of salt in this glass bottle. Normally, so I'm living in Charlotte. They used to have this place called Healthy Home Market, right? For those that know about it, Healthy Home Market. So Healthy Home Market used to sit on South Boulevard, right? Harris Teeter bought that area out. So now that Healthy Home Market no longer sits on South Boulevard. There's a Harris Teeter there in Charlotte, North Carolina. Now Healthy Home Market moved to Central Avenue and they went bankrupt. And I understand why they did. It's because they were way more better than Whole Foods. Way more. You can get black salt, pink Himalayan sea salt. You can get a variety of different salts from there, right? And you could buy them in bulk. You can get your echinacea herb from there, spirulina, all types of different herbs, and you can buy it from bulk. Buy it in bulk, right? But they went out of business. And I just think that Whole Foods has something to do with it. Whole Foods and Earth Fare. Those are the two biggest uh, with so-called organic grocery stores in Charlotte. So I'm not used to getting this shit like this. I would get it in bulk in a plastic bag. So I'm using this. Using a little bit of garlic salt. What else? I don't have any right now. A little bit of vegetable broth. Yeah, I don't have nothing right now. That's about it. So I would just use like a little bit of pink Himalayan salt, a little bit of garlic salt, and vegetable broth, and mix it in with some quinoa, and you'd be surprised. Okay, hold on. Let me listen. When you lived in Atlanta, have you ever been to the farmers market? Of course. I don't even know why they don't let you. They say that you don't supposed to take cameras in there. You can't film in there. I don't understand that. But yeah, of course I've been there. Of course. Matter of fact, in DeKalb, the farmers market there, you can actually buy moringa in a pack. That's the first time I ever seen that. Normally I have to order my moringa from Amazon. Other than that, you could buy your shit from there. And you can they sell not in bulk, but they sell them in packets. You can buy a lot of different herbs from there. A lot of foreigners actually shop there because there's a lot of exotic fruits and vegetables that's there, as well as, fish, meat. You have a lot of Africans that's there, that shop there, East Indians, Arabs, etc. So if I'm not mistaken, it's called DeKalb International something farmers market. Yeah, have you ever burned sage before? I'm about to. I haven't, and I need to. What you know about that organite though, fam? I don't know. I love garlic capsules. I take them every day. School me on that, fam. Reachberg. I'm surprised you never been to Savannah Health Store and Little 5 Points. I mean, I don't know it all. The way that I was able to learn about some of the places that I learned about in Atlanta is like from, people that had YouTube channels. Other than that, it's not like, I'll give you an example. It's not like somebody said, yo, you need to go here, 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 here. And I said, man, I ain't going nowhere. I'm not going to none of those places. No, that's not how it was. It was never like that. Matter of fact, I was looking for a health store in Atlanta. And I was told like the Muslims in West Atlanta had shit on lock. That they had like the oils and the incense and the health stores, etc. But I've never heard about Little 5 Points having health stores and stuff like that. I heard that Little 5 Points had the record shop, and that little record shop, and people perform there or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. But other than that, I never heard about no health store in Little 5 Points. That is a nice store. Yeah, well, I won't be going to it. I'm never going back to Atlanta. Ever. Put this shit up. Uh, so I just think like I think I said this like in between. You be listening to any current rappers, of course Griselda. But I can't listen to them but so much because that's all they talk about is shooting and killing and drug dealing and shit. If you never heard about Griselda, Griselda Records, you have, artists such as Westside Guns, Conway the Machine, and Benny the Butcher. They're putting out good music, but I mean, shit, I can't listen to that shit but so much because that's all they talk about is shooting, killing, and selling drugs. What do you think about rap music today? You think it's brainwashing? No, it's brain dirty. It's dirtying up our brains. When you look at the term brainwashing, when you wash something, it comes out clean. So it's dirtying our brains. I just think we're going ass backwards when it comes to hip hop. You ever heard of Code Geese? No, I haven't. You listen to Kambada? I don't. So I need to check them out. I don't know everything, man. Come on. Y'all put me up to something, put me on to something, then guess what? I'm gonna check it out. Period. And you know what's so funny? This is what's so funny. Which Japanimation do you watch? I don't look at the new shit. I don't. I don't think that any new Japanimation can top Ghost in the Shell, Dragon Ball Z, the new Dragon Ball Z shit. Like, it's just getting out of hand. It's redundant. I'm talking about like when Frieza first came into existence, when Gojin Buu first came into existence, if I'm pronouncing his name right. I don't think the new Japanimation can top Ninja Scroll. I don't think the new generation can top Akira. Gargle 13. Y'all ever seen Gargle 13? I just don't think that the new Japanimation can top those. You watch Yu Yu Hakusho. Nope. I think there's some good never stuff. You got a lot of truffle, Metal Alchemist. I might try that. Akira's good. Akira's classic. Pokemon is the best Japanimation. Yo, Pokemon movies are greater than the actual, episodes. When they come out with the movies, I've seen them with my children, and they're good. I like the movies. My favorite. Oh, how the fuck can I forget about this? I'm about to hit y'all in the head. Y'all ready? Fist of the North Star. Who's topping that? And they redid it. And I'm like, no. Mm-mm. Come on, man. Come on. You don't like Inisha? If I'm not pronouncing it. I just have to look at some of this. You sound like my papa when you said Pokemon. Yo, so I got it like this. It's not any particular order. Ninja Scroll. First of all, have you seen Ninja Scroll? If you've never seen Ninja Scroll, then you're not a true motherfucker when it comes to Japanimation. a true watcher or a true fan of Japanimation. Ninja Scroll, Ghost in the Shell, The Fist of the North Star, Gargo 13, and Akira. If you haven't seen those 5 movies, something wrong. Something wrong. I'm gonna say it like the Southerners say it. Something wrong. I am diverse. That's why I keep on trying to tell y'all. That's why I'm trying to tell y'all this. I never liked Cowboy Bebop. I keep on trying to tell y'all I'm diverse. This is the reason why my channel is, it's not like I'm being egotistical when I say my channel is like better than everybody else's. It's not that. It's just that I can relate on so many different levels and talk about so many different things. If you were to sit down and talk to Sonnet about some goddamn, what about Naruto? It's hard to follow that fucking, the whole plot and all that. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Naruto is a great fucking, it's great, but it's just everywhere. If you understand where I'm coming from, it's just everywhere. Avatar, The Last Airbender, that's good, but they fucked up when this is what bothers me. This is what bothers me, and I'm not trying to be racist, so don't take it in that manner. When white people fucks with some shit, they fuck it up. So they fucked up that Avatar, The Last Airbender when they did the movie. They had a Dragon Ball Z movie, if y'all didn't know. They fucked that up. I'm gonna tell you, with guys, they fucked up the first one. The second one, when they had Rodan and what the fuck is motherfucker's name with 6 heads? When they had part 2 of Godzilla, excuse me, that was good. What's your dream car? What would I want to get? Okay, so I'm older. I have children. I'm really looking at the Mercedes. I forgot what it's called, but it's like big. It sits like big. And the only reason why I'm looking at that SUV is because, of course, it's a nice car. It's a nice SUV. It's a Mercedes, but then I have children. So it kind of like, you understand? I'm not buying it just because it's a Mercedes, but I am buying it because it looks good and it accommodates my family. So I forgot the name of it. It's Mercedes something. I mean, I forgot, like, it's like a Mercedes 2-3, some shit. I don't know. But I got to think about my family, so I can't get like a sports car because where am I going to put my children at? I mean, when I'm putting them on the top of the fucking roof. You ever watch Death Note? No, I haven't. You watch Bleach, 7 Deadly Sins. Bleach is great. Nostalgia as fuck. G-Wagon. Yeah, don't got polite on is buying and renting toys. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm into just about everything. Let me tell y'all something. This is off the subject. I used to fucking get upset because, like a lot of young guys and like older dudes look at my channel and I would be like, yo, man, where the females at, But it's like, I understand it. I understand it now. Like, I give you an example. I was in the elevator today and this black female She had to be like middle age. I say late 20s, early 30s. She got in an elevator and she said, "Hi, how you doing?" Like, I'm doing fine. How are you? She's like, "I'm doing good." And she had a, and then I was getting off at the 27th floor and she was getting off on the 20th floor, right? And as she walked out, she was like, "Yo, you have a good night," or whatever. And I was like, "You have a good night too." And it was just that, at that point in time, it dawned on me like, man, Black women don't even talk to us. They don't even acknowledge us. They don't even look at us as if we're human. And it's not just Black women, it's white women, it's white men, it's everybody. And then when you have somebody that comes along that you could relate to, you fuck with them. So at one point in time, I looked at it and I was like, damn, why is it that I don't have the feminine energy on my channel? It's more masculine. I understand it. And, you may not agree with it. You may disagree with what I'm saying, but it's the truth. Like, this channel is like, it kind of heals Black men. It's kind of a resort to Black men, because Black men can sit back and be like, yo, this is how I think, this is how I feel, and I feel comfortable here. The world has beat me up, but here I don't feel that way. I feel like I could be whoever the fuck I want to be. And I get it. But y'all gonna have to support a little bit more. If it's gonna be a masculine channel, then y'all gonna have to step your game up by sharing this channel, because it has to grow, man. More people have to know about this channel other than you. Hold on. You. But I get it. Yeah, I definitely share it, man. And trust me, let's just say, okay, so right now I got 4,300 and something odd subscribers. If tomorrow I have 400,000, I wouldn't change. I'll be the same. I'm gonna re-upload your videos if that's okay with you. Like, do whatever the fuck you need to do. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Definitely, I agree. But the real finish last. I'm going to get another count. Yo, listen, I don't care what y'all do. Do whatever you need to do in order to push and promote the channel. That's it. I ain't one of those people to be on some shit like, you can't do this, blah, 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 blah. Just as long as you don't make a mockery of me and you trying to make me look fucking stupid, you can do what you want to do. Taking heed, because I know how you YouTubers are, some of your haters. I was using this knife to give an example of some shit that I was talking about earlier in the video. So I ain't pulling out knives as if I'm violent. No. It's merely a prop. But yeah, man, if it's gonna be about masculinity, I don't have a problem with that. I'm just support. I hate the new algorithm. I do too. I hate the whole politics of YouTube. It's annoying. You can't say this. You can't say that. You got to be this way. You got to be that way. Oh, you can't be this way. You can't be that way. then your channel doesn't get monetized. Period. So I have two channels. One is Langston 2092. The other one is Long Live Langston. On Long Live Langston, I'm really not cursing that much. I'm trying to tell my story without foul language, but it's just difficult because people curse. Life is not, some Care Bear shit. I mean, I know y'all fucking too young. Some of y'all are too young to know what I'm talking about, but it's not about some rainbow bright Care Bear shit. Life is hard. Pause. And sometimes that's how you have to approach it. You deserve way more views and subs, bro. You talk about real stuff, and these YouTubers doing stupid challenges and getting 1 million views. I don't get it. Or drama vids get 1 million views. Shaking my head. As you said, foul language is like seasoning. Yep. Who wants the regular fucking bland chicken? You want to put some type of seasoning on it. These challenges, I mean, just look at it like this, man. Let's just be real. The majority of the population that exists on this planet are corny. So here in Charlotte, we have, it's at 101.9, right? The radio station, and they on Sundays from I think 9 to 10, they play like old school or classic hip hop. And these motherfuckers today, they were good. They were doing good. And they played Too Legit to Quit by MC Hammer. And in the video, I never forget it. In the video, MC Hammer goes, "Too legit to quit." Some shit like that. Too legit to quit. Hey, too legit to quit. Nah. And it's the most commercialized song and corny song that you could ever fucking hear. But guess what? Back in the 90s, MC Hammer sold way more records than groups such as Tribe Called Quest, NWA, Brand Nubians, rappers such as your Rakims, your Nas. This guy was going platinum in the 90s, and we never heard of platinum. We heard that these, our rappers were going gold, but we never heard of rappers going platinum. MC Hammer was going platinum. And the reason why he was going platinum is because the majority of the population are dumb. Or as the 5%ers would say it, deaf, dumb, and blind. So I know why my channel is not growing. Because I'm not putting out videos, a video version of MC Hammer's Too Legit to Quit. Oh shit. I'm about to get off this shit, man. Y'all got me bugging. Too legit. It's okay. Curse not too much, bro. Some YouTube be cursing, but you know what's so funny? This is what I realized. I've heard a lot of YouTubers curse and use the N-word, Nigga, and they're successful. And the reason why they're successful is because they're actually bashing black people. Not for a reason to get black people to change. It's because they just, and One of the examples of whom I'm talking about is Tommy Sotomayor. I don't understand why he's still on YouTube. Because that's all he does is bash black people, specifically black women. Yeah, Tommy Sotomayor still exists. Fan Richburg, you're right. I'm not going to even say it. You understand? Straight up, you're right. I'm not going to even say it. You know how much pull these motherfuckers got? I'm going to give you an example. I'm not going to even say what you just said because that's how much pull they have. I can say it. But if I want this video in particular to be monetized in the near future, I can't even say it. I can't even say what you just said. Van Richburg, plus a female runs. You know what? Tube now. She looks a part of the something community and definitely supports it. You understand that? You see where I'm coming from? What I've learned, in order to get ahead, in order to succeed, right, in life, in this capitalistic life that we live, right, lifestyle that we live, it's 4 things that you don't talk about. And this is the reason why my channel, it hasn't grown. As T.I. would say, expeditiously, if I'm pronouncing that right, expedition. You don't talk about sex. You don't talk about politics. And you don't talk about religion. If you want to be successful. Once you start talking about sex, politics, and religion, you're done. I knew that. An old white man that has been working in the corporate world for over 45 years told me that shit. When dealing with business, you don't talk about sex, you don't talk about politics, and you don't talk about religion. You don't talk about that shit, you're successful. I broke those laws. And now I have to pay for them. Period. So, let me say this. My rants, my bitching and complaining, the shit that y'all see, I say to you, I broke the laws to tell the truth. So now that I broke the laws and I'm giving you the real, are you going to support me? And the answer is no. Why? Because I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back to what I said. Black people always want something for free. And then when another black person says, he gets it. He says it. God damn it, man, I can't make no money off of these people. These black people are not going to support me if I put something out positive. I'm going to have to do something in order to make money, in order to feed my children. And that's something black people will call you a sellout for. So you can't win. You can't. I would never be able to survive, pay my rent, pay my water bill, my light bill, car insurance, car note, food. I would never be able to do that shit depending on black people. It's the truth. Unless, and I've said this several times in several videos, unless I was selling black people deaf culture. That means if I had a soul food restaurant serving them diabetes, strokes, heart attacks, high blood pressure, they would buy that. If I was a comedian talking about how black people are and black people ain't nothing but NIGGAs and all the rest of that, they will buy that. If I was a rapper talking about how much drugs I sold, how much I'm going to disrespect your wife or your girlfriend, your grandmother, and all the rest of that by sticking my you know what up her you know what. Black people buy that. But the minute I start talking about health, mental health, physical and spiritual health, the minute I start talking about being an entrepreneur, black people are not interested in that. And this is the reason why I call black people genetically modified Negroes in 2020. See no evil. You get that? See no evil. That's what black people. That's the condition that black people are in. They see no evil. They see no evil. Even though evil exists. I'm done, man. Y'all got 3 hours out of me. I'm done. Period. I'm cutting it off just like that. Done.